What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday. It is rainy outside, and I am back in the shop once again. I wasn't out here yesterday. I was in the house doing some painting and some removing and some remodeling and some upkeeping and some cleaning. So, gotta get that stuff done once in a while too. So, it's Sunday. The kids are in the house playing. The wife's off doing something. So I thought I'd sneak out here for a little while and get a little bit of work done. So. I did a little bit of stuff. I was waiting for my camera to charge, so I did a little bit of stuff when you guys weren't around. Took and cleaned up all the rest of the gasket. So now I got a nice surface to mount the windshield to. Cleaned up some of the grinds. I got and burned out a bunch of the seam sealer that was in here. You know, just kind of cleaned everything up the best I could. The guy that I bought the body from actually wanted the back glass out of it, so he actually came by yesterday. And he took the back glass out of it for me, which is really nice of him. So now I got a little bit more room to work and some room to do some cutting, and that'll be the next. I'm trying to put off cutting this apart as long as possible, just for the fact that it's going to be a hell of a project, and I got to do it by myself. So probably gonna have to flip it upside down or flip it on its side, or however I got to get the thing cut apart to get it all skinned and get it done the right way anyway. So got the carpet out. Floors are in a little worse shape than I thought, at least on the driver's side, but that's okay because this side's all going to get cut out anyway. Passenger side still looks good, but we're going to have to cut the back out just because the X is going to go there, and when the X goes across, it's going to be, you know, midway up that floor pan, so we're going to end up cut most of it out anyway. So we'll probably cut it just in front of this brace right here, leave all that up there, leave the tranny tunnel and the rocker on that side, just kind of cut out the back part and raise it up so we got room for the X. Some guys don't cut the floors out of the driver's side. I can see leaving it in the passenger side, but like I said, when I put the X in, it's going to be in the way. Some people don't have their frames X, which is fine too. It's kind of a preference thing, or even if it's an older car, it's a little tough to get in there and cut it all apart or X it when it's all put together. So. But I do cut the driver's floor out of mine. Like I said, they want you to save as much of it as you can, but I don't, just because, well, here, this is how I do mine. First off, I have a bar that goes back there that's going to come up and then kind of come in at an angle, so it's all going to be flat. It'll just be a piece of 16 gauge steel. There'll be a bar that goes straight across frame rail to frame rail, then your X will come in through there, and my seat will actually mount right to the bottom. It'll basically mount flush with the bottom of the frame right here. So that's where it's gonna mount. The reason I do that is this. This is a stock axle out of one of these cars. I use this for like pounding on things if I gotta, you know, move stuff around or use it for whatever. I just use it as a tool now, but this at one time had the flange on here, and this is where your tire would go. If you break a rear end, or you break a spider gear, or you break an axle, you know, this is the spline side, so you could break an axle after the splines, it could come out of the car. This whole thing with a tire on it is now going down the racetrack. If you don't see it, or if it ends up in your line of driving and you run that thing over, this 1-inch axle is now going to come through the bottom of this floor pan. And I'll give you an example of just how strong these stock floor pans are. All this is, move this out of the way. All this is just a regular old punch, nothing special. And I got a medium size snap-on hammer. So this is, you know, way smaller than what I just showed you, and this isn't a whole lot of force right here. So that's all it took to drive that through the bottom of that floor pan. Now my seat's gonna be sitting right there. I don't want that axle to end up where that punch is, which is where my seat's gonna go. So whether they want the floor there or not, I'm not keeping the floor in this thing. I'm gonna put something that's a little more beefy in the car, because I don't feel like having that thing shot through the bottom of my seat and end up somewhere inside of my body. That's gonna be a hell of a situation, and I don't want to get myself into one of those. So I'm at least gonna cut the driver's side out for now, and I'm probably gonna cut that side out when we set the tub on the frame. I'll graft the existing floor and tunnel into the floor on the chassis, I'll probably use like some 16 gauge, you know, just something to kind of to keep it all together and weld it all together and make it strong again. So we'll get you mounted up here and we'll get the cutting. Here we go. Now we got room for our driver's compartment on that side, and we got room for our X to go through on this side. And there'll be another bar that comes from about here that goes straight across. So just to keep everything square and keep it from flexing and doing too much. And like I said, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is when I get this far, probably end up gonna take and cut this, you know, right along the wheel well, and then this from the package tray down will go back on the back of this inside the race car, and I'll just make that piece out of tin. Everything in the trunk floor will be cut out. So like I said, we try to use as much as I can, but you know, like I said, there's some times, or especially on the driver's side, I can't see using the stock floor when it takes no effort, you know, really no time or money to change it and put in a fabricated floor that if you run something heavy over isn't going to come through the sheet metal and kill you. You know what I mean? I mean, these cars are, well, this is a 78, so it's, what is it, 41 years old. So it's, you know, that stuff isn't new. It wasn't great from the factory, and it sure as hell isn't great now, you know, as far as strength and stuff like that. So that's how I'm gonna do it, and I think it's a wise choice anyway. So that's probably all I'm gonna do today. Like I said, I kind of out here just kind of putzing around, waiting for the wife to get home. So I will keep everybody in the loop as far as what's going on, and did get a little bit of good news this week though. So I hear my motor might be done hopefully next Saturday. It should be all sealed up and everything, and then they're gonna put it on the run stand and break it in next Monday, so a week from tomorrow. I should be able to pick it up if everything goes right. So that would be nice if we can get the thing back and get my transmission bolted up, and then I can get everything in the car and kind of keep going on that. That's gonna be where the major work is over on the frame side of things. So, but yeah, for now I think we'll clean up and put my tools away and head in the house. So thanks for coming along, and like I said, like a true YouTuber, make sure you like and subscribe, and there's something about a bell you're supposed to hit, or I don't pay too much attention to what you're supposed to do, but follow along as best you can, and you know, it's free for you guys, and it makes me keep wanting to do it. As long as I get people who watch this deal, then I'll keep doing it. So all right, till next time, I'll catch you later.